Hello everyone, welcome to EasyTech Solutions presentation for the DOYA website in the user experience course. My name is Ken Duati. I'm the team leader for EasyTech. Jacqueline Omeo is my assistant. Timothy Sampao, Steven Shiraku and Alphonse Motua are members. So today we are going to present according to what the client stated for us in the last meeting. We know this is different from the course modules as it has been stated. We had made wireframes, but the client suggested, since the website is already live, that we focus on the website as it is for now and make recommendations as it is. So our first recommendation was on the sticky menu and search. I'll explain first and then we'll go and see how it looks in the website. And on the sticky menu and search, we found that it was taking so much time to scroll over one part of the page of one page to the other, where the client this is like the footer part of the page, and in this part we can't tell how easy it will be for the user to go back to the top part or to look for another product if what they want is not found in the footer. So we came up with a solution, a recommendation of having the menu on the website to be sticky or static, so that any part that the user if they want to search for a product, if they want to go to their shopping cart or their wish list, they can do so easily. And the other part was the back to top. This is a button that is in the website where the users use it to scroll back to the top part of the website. We found that it was quite distracting to have it on the, for now it's located on the center part. We found that quite distracting, so our recommendation was to have it at the bottom part of the page. Let it be static on the bottom part of the page. And now let me take you to the website and see the parts that I was talking about. So this is the navigation as it is. This is the menu. It's not static. So if you are here, you don't know if the product that you want is not on this part, you can't tell how to go back. So and that's why we recommend to have this menu static. If I'm in this part, it shows on the top part of the screen. So this is the button which we found distracting, and our option and our recommendation is to have it static on this part. For now, I invite Timothy Sampao to take over the presentation. Thank you. Welcome.
Thank you, Ken. And for the links below the product description, we have the wish list to start off. Our recommendation, originally the site was like this slide, which has the button and the color and the link. The links are sign in and create an account. Our recommendation was to have the wish list colored so it is easier to navigate, and the sign in and the create an account should have the different colors so that it's easier and visible to the customer. Next slide. And for the live chat, originally it was as it is on the slide, but our recommendation, as we saw, should be more on the site. Like it should be on the far left and the right, left, and center. We have an image, an example in the site which Ken will show us when we take to the site. Go to the next slide, please. As you can see, our recommendation for the live chat is on the far left, the center right, and the left, and the lower right. The background is an image which is easier to, it's an improvement for the user design. Go back to the slide, please. And the products category section, we we had an example of an image which we can make it to be a banner only, the same as this one. So our recommendation was to create a banner, which is when the customer recommends a particular design from a custom made, he or she can easier find the product. So for example, like here, there's an African print jacket, t-shirt or shirt or a custom made bag. So it's easier to navigate and find a product when you create a banner of a particular commodity. And from here, I'll invite my fellow member, Alphonse. Alphonse, are you ready?
Yeah. Hello, everyone. My name is Alphonse. I will continue from here. Now, every time a customer clicks on a particular product on the site, for example, the kids' clothes, this is what they get. Now, our feeling is that the name of the product as given original baby girl boy clothing is way too long, because when the customer got in, they already went to the baby section and selected that part. Need that they can find such names as what they are looking at. The next thing is the description. The description, the style, fashion material, cotton, polyester, nylon. Now, what they want to read. What they want to read is a description of the particular item that is on the image. And all these other stories may not be really necessary. They only need a precise description of that particular item. Let's go to the next slide. Okay, the other thing is, look at the arrangement of the products. Very beautiful. But the description and the part or the space between the description and the item itself is way too big. Either the site be increased in font so that the description fills in that gap, or the gap is eliminated completely so that it doesn't look like two describing, it's hard to define which is which from there. Notice again on the arrow that points up, the arrow that is supposed to send you up, like was suggested before, it should be way below so that it doesn't look like part of the items that are being sold. We can go to the next one. Alright, the next thing is about the cart. When I select an item as a customer and I want to put it on a cart, the more we have, the more of detail we have about the item, the better for the customer. The customer wants to get the information they need about a particular item, everything particular, so that you avoid as many steps of the purchase as possible. So we notice that the information given on the site right now may not cater for that. So we are suggesting something close to this, where we have the product, the cost, and even the location where it's going to be shipped, if it is in stock, and how much the customer is going to incur to have it get to their destination. Once they have that, they have it on cart and they already know all these costs, so that it doesn't appear like a crazy surprise when they go to pay and then they have again to choose a shipping cost which wasn't visible before. We can go to the next one. Now, when we got notice the difference in, we go to cart, you go to customer information, we go to shipping method, payment method, review and order. That process, in our opinion, is too long, and the process I just described before would cut by 2, this particular process. The next thing is, when you go to choose a payment, look at Visa, MasterCard and the other. Now they look like you could buttons that you could choose a Visa or a MasterCard or the other one. Now, if we had them from a drop-down list or somehow where they can select, now that I'm using a Visa, you can select a Visa, then it's easy for the customer to just know what they are using, and they do not have to start figuring out, is it a Visa I'm using, or where do I put my card number. Again, be squeezed a little bit. It looks a little bit scattered. And with that, once we have the banner on top or the main menu on top here, the page will not look as empty as it is. The banner is going to go to where the cursor is, and this is going to be balanced. Now you have the receipt form where you have subtotal, shipping, and total. A little bit looking more presentable than it is. Let's go to the next slide. Alright, now when you go to the checkout, this is what we mean by that. This banner, which is on top of on the home page, is what we said would be on top of what I just described above, so that all these things are falling below on the empty space. Can point at the empty space just down there. They are going to fall in that, so that the pages from onset are as balanced as possible. You can see your cut. Yeah. Notice we would have that banner on top of this slide, so that now on where it's missing something, that is where we have the banner. It looks a little bit more balanced, and it will probably compress on the card part where you have all these other things filling all the entire place the whole time. I'll call my colleague Shiraku to finish up. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Alphonse. I just finished from this. So, on my opinion on the billing and on the last section, that is it has the needed section and the track order section. So, for example, here we saw it's good for the customer when he's going through for example, the website. You know, the first thing, for example, he's new to the website. So the first thing you need to know is how the website operates or how you can get something on the website. So it is important for the client to put the needed section on the upper part of the website, so that the customer can first see the needed section and also the track order section. So the track order section is where the customer will be able to track to check the orders that he has, for example, put in it, and the level they had reached in order for him to get the correct sales that he has ordered for. Okay, next slide, Ken, please. Next slide. So from there, that was the last section of our presentation. So we'll take any questions and comments. Thank you all for your time.
Okay, thank you, Stephen. We'd like to recognize that we've been limited to time by Screencast-O-Matic. There are more features that we could be showing on the website that we were not able to show on the presentation, and as well, the wireframes that we showed to the client have not been included in this presentation. What we found good to give as the final presentation was what we are going to present to the client, that is tomorrow on Saturday, and this is what we're going to be presenting to the client. So thank you for your time, for listening to us, and in case, as Stephen said, if there are any questions or comments, we'll respond to them as required. Thank you.
Thank you.